most exotic...
I'm looking for information about a caravan that recently came back from Ophir.
Ah, yes. Yes. The merchants who aren't, you mean? Yes, I knew the caravan's chief. And, yeah, the one who came back kinda looks like him, but sure as hell doesn't act like him. This might sound crazy, but seems to me all those merchants were replaced with... I don't know, but they're not from here. And instead of selling their goods, they're busy asking around about the guards and stock and that sort of thing.
Can you point them out to me?
I could, but I won't. I don't want any involvement. I don't want to be replaced. I'll just tell ya, they've been regular clients since they came back.
Fair enough. I'll just keep an eye on your clients for a while. Thank you.
Repent! We won't have access to the Blue Paradise so long as we are not all absolved of our sins. You came here to wash your...
I came here to ask for some information regarding your parishioners. Did you notice any strange behavior among some of them?
My parishioner's life is none of your business. You're not one of them, and yet you take the liberty of judging them based on your corrupt beliefs. You are not a believer. You are just one of those pragmatic cynicals, a bad seed.
Listen, preacher, we might have significant differences, but I'm sure that you only want the best of your flock. And I heard that a man from Abundance has tampered with some of them in order to conquer this city. I guess that he spoke badly about me because he knows that I'm against this invasion. I've seen too many people suffer from the war. And in addition to that, Abundance does not tolerate public temples, which would put an end to your lectures.
Stop pretending that you care for others. I can see right through you. I know who you work for and to whom you sold your soul. You deserve to burn in your master's hell until the end of time.
I want you to remember something. Your son killed folks, all to make himself look like one of God's chosen. Remember that? You think he'd still be alive if it wasn't for me?
That's true. You show great mercy, which is a cardinal virtue. You're not the monster people describe to me. Because strange servants came to find me and warn me against you. They had told me that you had sold your soul. Though now I see through their deceit, but some members of my flock, poisoned by those lies, have one desire about the rest, to put you in the sun, who we were told was your master. Do you care to repent, my son? Your life is in danger.
Can never be too careful with religious types, so I'll have to keep an eye on these folks. They can spread ideas like wildfire.
Welcome. Well...
Hey, did you by any chance see a caravan come back from Ophir lately? Would have had some members who might have looked different than they did when they left.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. And they're no regular merchants, that's for sure. They've been trying to blend in, imitate our accents, the clothes, and all that. But not that well. They try damn hard, though. What happened to the real merchants? No, forget it. I don't even want to know. Scares the hell out of me. rather not know.
Fair enough. Thanks. So we know the spies are embedded in certain groups, but to find out who the spies are among them, we're gonna need to keep a constant eye on all of them. Can't do it on my own, though. Gonna need all my brothers and sisters to take turns, so we can stay discreet.
Zachariah, what can I do for you?
So I went out to see if there's any Vori in the city.
Can I put my mind at ease now?
They're out. Put your worries to rest. I really doubt Anton will send any more our way.
Fantastic. That is an enormous weight off my chest, Zachariah.
Trying to find out what happened to a young mutating man back in Ophir a few years ago. He got arrested then, and after that no one seems to know anything. You know anyone who could help me out?
Ophir's administration knows all, Zachariah. Any citizen, any story you're looking for can be found packed in nice little boxes in their archives. Problem is, those archives aren't really open to the public. Might be able to find a way to sneak in, but might be easier to ask an old mutant from Abundance first. You never know.
Thanks for the thought. Not a bad idea. Not much news in Ophir about Aurora defeating Abundance. You heard anything?
Word is that Green Hope's defeat brought an end to the fighting. Aurora apparently took control of the hydroponics center using militia alongside Technomancers to support their army. And at first, Wisdom showed himself a worthy military strategist, using the militia in battle. Such people, properly motivated, can be surprisingly effective. You'd have to bear witness to the poorer classes of Aurora to fully grasp how badly they were mistreated, to fully grasp how much the mere promise of a place in the council would motivate them to fight, to fully grasp how it helped to deliver quite a blow to Abundance. And while Aurora adopted new strategies, Abundance remained predictable. They had almost no Technomancers, since it's becoming harder to find them in Ophir with each passing day. An interesting development, yes? And one that wiped out their army.
Yeah, thanks for the info. The fact that ASC's already in Noctis scares me.
Zachariah, calm down. How can you be so sure?
I talked to Anton Rogue, and he told me Victor bought himself some mercenaries. Planted them all over the city to create some cracks, so if he ever wants to attack, he'll have a head start. They're probably scattered throughout the city, in different groups. It's not just us in danger anymore. It's the whole damn city.
Ah, no, Zachariah. You worry too much. We'll find the spies. We will, in good time. Then all will be right again. Relax.
Greetings, Zachariah.
I'm gonna need everyone's help. ASC's infiltrated Noctis, and as you already know, that's not a good thing.
We just got away from them. Why can't they just leave us alone? What? What do you want us to do about it? Most of us are terrified of them. They're immune to our powers.
I understand your frustration and your fear. I wasn't there, and don't even want to imagine what they put you through. But we don't back down from fear. We're military. We fight. And I will be damned if we will back down from a few fucking ASC spies with lightning rods.
I hope you can see our secret's at risk. But I agree, the best defense is a strong first attack. If we hide and wait for them, we put our secret even more at risk. So what do you propose we do?
From what I can tell, the spies have weaseled their way into 3 groups, but we can't move until we know which members are from the ASC. Moles disguise themselves as mercenaries, religious zealots, and even merchants.
Then I'll dispatch some eyes to keep tabs on those groups.
Thank you.
Even if your friends are watching over those groups, we need to stay alert. The town has become a time bomb. I'm afraid our situation here is becoming precarious.
I know. It's not like Dandolo wasn't warned.
It's peculiar. He's likely planning something. Indifference isn't in his nature.
How this dome will match up to the one in Ophir.
The one in Ophir? That was your Technomancer hideout, right? I was always curious, but I wasn't allowed near it. Due to confidential shit.
Yes, it used to be some sort of museum. It was a fascinating place.
Looks more like a pile of rocks to me. Let's hope this other one is in better shape. Otherwise, that doohickey thingamajig you're looking for will be really hard to find.
If the dome is really off the grid, then it could still be in good condition. But we should be ready for anything. The scavengers could have beat us to the punch and scrapped and sold it. How big is it? Should we be able to spot it from afar?
I wouldn't bet on it. If I understood correctly, there'll be some small housing domes. But what we're interested in is the archives of these ancient inhabitants.
Heritage. What a funny little... The offspring of those who built the dome probably reside in our cities. Or perhaps even one of us is a great... And yet here we are, chasing after old ruins so we can rummage for answers on our ancestors. How remarkable... Absurd, isn't it?
We have the turmoil to thank for that.
I find humans' curiosity towards the domes curious. Why do you pursue them and other artifacts with such zealotry?
I don't want to be mean, Phobos, but as a mutant, you've become something else. Isn't it hard to keep revering something that brings back memories of those who used and exploited you?
Yes, but no matter what happens, Earth is a forbidden fruit, and for that, we choose to forge ahead and not dawdle in the past.
I can't wait to see it. I've never seen an intact colonial dome. There are only a few ruins in the canyon leading to Noctis, and they are in such a terrible state. Most are so badly destroyed that you'd need a pretty strong imagination to call them domes.
I really hope we find something there. With Great Master Ian dead and our archives lost, it's pretty much our only hope of getting back in touch with Earth.
Man, this shit is the shit, you know? Open road and a view to boot. About damn time, too. I needed to stretch my tracks.
You might be getting a little too close to your rover. Maybe you should give each other some space. Could be healthy for both of you.
And you seem like someone who shouldn't judge someone else. Why do you want me to drive you out here?
Trying to find a way to contact Earth. The same thing every Technomancer.
Right here? Really? Well, I don't know about that, but I like your optimism. Nothing else?
These are remnants. Nothing but remnants of our ancestors. But these remnants are worth following to lead to Earth. Is that what you're thinking, Zachariah? That's what I look for. I can't blame your curiosity, but don't forget Mars. This is your home, our home, and we should make the best of it, and avoid losing our heads in the stars.
Check out the inside of these boxes. Some weirdly dense shit. I'm thinking insulation? What the hell were the settlers doing with it? Check out the inside of these boxes. Some weirdly dense shit. I'm thinking insulation? What the hell were the settlers doing with it? Check out the inside of these boxes. Some weirdly dense shit. I'm thinking insulation? What the hell were the settlers doing with it?
I'm real glad you're here. Would have had a hell of a time opening that gate alone.
Happy to help. Once we open it, though, I am going back to the rover. This dome's exciting, but you have enough company as it is.
Zachariah Rogue in the flesh. Guess some rumors are true after all. Time to take out the trash. Kill them all.
There's one giant asshole. Hell, if there's one thing from Abundance I don't miss, it's rats like him.
Let's go. This tablet's obviously ancient, but the text's undecipherable. This'll make for one hell of a translation job. Great Master Ian's the only one who could have read it. Maybe Dandolo's heard of another Technomancer who could, though. Still can't believe Alan was here.
Talk about climbing the corporate ladder, right? That fucker's now the alpha Technomancer of Abundance.
How can he vouch for Victor, the man who caused the death of our great master? I knew Alan was ambitious, but to that extent?
There will always be men who will sell out for phony rewards. Give him a medal, a pompous title, and he'll ask you where and when to turn in his mother. This infection of uncurbed greed happens even among mutants. Just look around. You've seen the pen. Some of the Guardians are mutants themselves. And they can be the harshest of them all, disciplining for the sake of breaking in their batons.
You taught your rival a lesson. Now we should know better than to run after you.
If I know Alan, it'll only get worse.
At least we found some information, even if we can't read it. How's your ancient hieroglyphics, Zach?
No, I can't. Nobody I know can, except Great Master Ian. It's a coded language that's nearly impossible to learn.
Dandolo will find you a translator. Let's hope it's worth it, and not something boring, like a soup recipe.
We should be relieved we saved the tablet. I can't imagine what the traitor would have done if he got his hands on it.
Even if he couldn't read it himself.